Welcome back to the Sooner Surge for another signed, sealed, delivered. This time, it's Reggie Powers out of Dayton, Ohio, four-star safety, formerly committed to Michigan State. Everything went down there. Reggie Powers officially made the move to Oklahoma shortly after, even though that was most likely going to happen. A massive get for the Sooner secondary. Another guy that just loves to hit, like another Reggie that's currently on OU. Reggie Powers is going to lay the boom for years to come as the Sooners go into the SEC.
Yeah, he's very physical and he's big safety. I mean, Hunter, what is his size?
6'1", 200. So
Yeah,
yeah,
so to me, I compare him a lot to RSJ, build wise. I think he's a guy that is going to be a heavy hitter. And you put him with who they already got in the safety room, gives you more depth. And this guy, he was recruited from big schools. I mean, people wanted him. So, and he's continued to rise up the list as the seasons went on. That's what I really like is he's continued to rise in the high school ranks. Just excited to see him and Brandon Hall, what he does. I mean, gosh, this is his third recruiting class, I guess you could say, with that first year coming in. And he just continues to get guys for that room. And it's just very deep room and very talented. And he gets to learn under Billy Bowman. I mean, this is great for Oklahoma.
Yeah, I mean, the safety room for years to come is going to be pretty strong with the names that they have in that room. But Reggie Powers is one. I mean, let's just be honest, guys. Thank you, Michigan State, and the debacle that was, because he kind of fell in the lap of OU. If you remember, after he decommitted, it wasn't long. And once he, made the visit, it was pretty locked in as OU. So it was a unique recruitment and commitment because of all that. But everyone remembers when it happened. People were salivating to try to get Reggie Powers. They wanted him because of what he brings. And again, at 6'1", in the safety position, someone who can get downhill in a hurry and hit, probably be a great blitzer from the safety position. But excited for Reggie Powers because not only is he 6'1", he's 200 pounds. So he brings a lot in physicality, cover skills, ball skills, and things like that. You can't underestimate that as well because, again, he was a 4-star. I think his rating was, I want to say, low 90s maybe. I don't know exactly.
He's 92. Went up. Yeah, he's up to 92.
Okay, yeah.
Top 250 player, 254, 25th ranked safety in the country according to the Composite Rankings. So he's rose a bit throughout the process, like Jay mentioned. And we both mentioned the Michigan State deal, Jerm, and yeah, that just made it easier for Reggie to finally decommit. It was OU was starting to become a serious player in there. Then the decommitment happened, and then it was, I think he explored the idea of UCLA. I mean, really, it was going to be OU from that point on. So really shocked that Ohio State didn't push much harder. He's from Dayton, Ohio, 4-star safety, lays down the boom. That sounds like everything Ohio State would want in the Big Ten. But yeah, they made the offer, but there wasn't really much ground made up after following that decommitment. It was, like Germ said, Oklahoma pretty much immediately after. So again, cannot emphasize enough how much he loves to hit people. Like he's I know people called Cam Chancellor like Legion of Boom. Same type of deal. Like gonna lay down the boom, going to force fumbles in that way, going to break up passes if you throw it his way, because man, you better be able to hang on to the football through contact if Reggie Powers is near you.
Yeah, he needs an NIL deal at Oklahoma with something with the machinery or lighting powered by Powers. This guy's he's gonna lay the boom like you said. And one position, I mean, multiple positions that Oklahoma will never probably have a problem recruiting with Brent Venables there. One of them is safety. The way he uses the safeties, and just go look at Billy Bowman when he came in as a freshman. He played a lot all over the place with Riley there. They've kind of narrowed it down to this one position, and look what he's done. Look how he's developed. And that means a lot to high school players when you see guys develop and then They're raising their draft stock. All that, it matters. And if you see that continually happen at safety, it's a place you're going to go play safety, just like it does when they call it QBU, wide receiver, whatever it is. So I think all that helps. And he's a guy that's going to, gosh, in the next 3 years, he's going to do big time things. You know who I kind of, it's the name. You mentioned Reggie Pearson. You probably won't know this name, Hunter, but do you remember Reggie Smith, Jeremy, out of Oklahoma?
Edmund Santa Fe.
Yeah, Powers is more physical than him, but size-wise and everything.
Size-wise, name-wise, of course. And I think what we're starting to see, guys, is the transformation of the safety room under Venables, under Brandon Hall, because, I mean, you can look under Lincoln Riley. You can even go back and look under Bob Stoops. There were some safeties, but it wasn't something that year after year they were just pouring them out. Tony Jefferson was elite, okay? Tony Jefferson played in the league. I think he reminds me a lot of Tony Jefferson, actually, more so than Reggie Smith. That's what I see with Reggie Powers. But I think that transformation you're going to see where it's going to be stacked year upon year. They're going to get 4 and 5 stars in the safety room because of, like you said, part of it's the scheme. Part of it's you're going to a place where a defensive coach is the head coach. And I think that transformation sometimes naturally happens under a guy like Brent Venables as opposed to Lincoln Riley. And sometimes it's not natural. But in this case, I think it's natural. And there's other things like Jay Valai, Brandon Hall, and some other aspects that are a big deal as well. But the transformation's happening before our eyes. Billy Bowman was a big part of kind of that transformation here, and we saw him transform his game. And I think we're going to continue to see year upon year the safety room be elite at OU.
Yeah, you mentioned how enticing it is to play safety at Oklahoma, because a lot of places they roll out their 2 safeties. That's about it for the game. They'll sub occasionally. OU, they almost do that 3 because they use the cheetah as well. That's another spot a safety can go to. It's more opportunities there. They move guys in and out a lot. We saw Key Lawrence and Reggie Pearson coming in a lot over the course of the season. You also saw RSJ starting to get some more reps. Peyton Bowen, when healthy, was getting some time at safety. You would see third downs. They would have different packages to where they're bringing an additional safety on the field or an additional cheetah going 3-down linemen. That's what Brent Venables likes to do, 3-down linemen. That allows for an extra guy in the secondary. So bringing in 3 safeties for this class and Reggie Powers, Jaden Hardy, Michael Boganowski, it makes sense because over the next few years, some guys are going. Billy Bowman will go pro after this year. You got to find replacements, and they're doing really well at doing that, building a really strong and deep safety room.
Yeah, I don't want anyone to think that OU hasn't had great safeties under Bob Stoops, because they did. I mentioned one in Tony Jefferson. Everyone knows about Roy Williams. I'm just talking stacking year after year. I think it's going to get more consistent. And I'm going to say a hot take right now. I think people will be mentioning Reggie Powers' name in the same sentence as guys like Tony Jefferson and Roy Williams. Reggie Powers is a Sooner. Congrats to Reggie Powers. Can't wait till he's on campus. And if you're not part of or subscribed to the Sooner Surge, make sure you do that. I appreciate you watching this video. Till next time, Boomer.